This week on the Danny Brown Show.
I feel like Da Vinci, when that nigga knew just how the mechanics of shit worked or whatever. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's how that nigga be flying. Whatever. Oh, he take his shit like this. And
he was prettier than Charlie. Like, if I see Charlie and Vega in the bar, I ain't gonna go that far. All right.
Everybody say that shit. I'm like, I swear to God, I live in the valley. I swear to God. Like,
it's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, yo? It's your boy. It's the Danny Brown Show coming live to y'all from Austin, Texas at Wild Maze Studios. I got the booth boys with me. What up, y'all?
Hey, yo, what up, man?
Hey, man. How y'all boys doing?
Great.
Doing good.
Got none other than one of the funniest motherfuckers going right now. My nigga Jamar Neighbors in the motherfucking house. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
Dog, how Austin treating you out here, man?
Hey, it's fire.
Yeah, you got the white bitches going crazy already now.
Not yet, man. It's a slow burn right now.
Man, I will say, man, one thing about us, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's just way more women than men here. They very fucking and then it ain't too many real niggas around this motherfucker. So man, they be attaching themselves.
Yeah, I'm on the dating apps right now. So
dating apps.
Yeah, I'm on Raya.
What? See, I ain't keen, man.
That's the celebrity one.
Oh, okay.
Like it that they do in LA, but it be popping out here too.
There's some
though.
new shit then.
Nah, it been around for like 5 years, 6 years.
I never really was good with dating apps, man. I couldn't really get the shit going. I'm old school. I was like from Black Planet days.
I had a Black Planet too.
I used to be on Black Planet just looking for all the white bitches. That was my whole shit.
Yep. And they used to be fine too, like the white bitches on Black Planet.
They used to be fat too.
Yeah. I'm from LA, so I don't know. Like,
I forgot, man. You from LA, man. So that's it's a whole different animal on that motherfucker. Y'all got the bad Mexican bitches and shit.
Yeah. But them bitches be having like HPV and shit.
HPV?
Yeah.
They say that shit go away after a while. You just drink some apple cider vinegar. You know what I'm saying? You take a couple shots of apple cider vinegar, that shit go away, man.
I didn't know that shit.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta do your Googles, man. When shit be happening bad, like, I don't know, man. Shit don't seem right sometimes, man. So yeah, man. So fuck, man. You been out here killing shit. I see some shit you just at Cannes.
Yeah. So my comedy special is like a nominee for like Cannes right now.
Damn, man, that's amazing, man. Congrats
like
on that
best
shit.
underground film. Yep, thank you.
Damn, dog. I've seen you. I actually seen your ass a lot of times. We know each other and shit, so I always see this. I'm like, damn, this nigga Diesel.
Yeah,
like I know this nigga got some squabbles. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was definitely not pressing you out here, man.
Nah. I be cause I be boxing like back in LA, cause that's all. I only got time on my hands and shit out there, so I just be like working out and I be boxing with them niggas, but I don't be like fighting like for real, but I be just like.
I just feel like LA, the whole gang culture and shit, them motherfuckers just be practicing fighting. Motherfuckers just be fighting for fun and shit.
Oh God.
Like, you can't be for the hood if you ain't got no squabbles. Like niggas gonna line you up. Like, hold up, let me teach this motherfucker how to fight.
Either that or like they just give you a gun and be like, hey, just go shoot him. Damn. Can you shoot?
And then I learned some shit I was watching, I always, because my YouTube algorithm is all kind of fucked up. I just be watching nothing but the fucking ratchet and shit. I see some shit, it was like every gang got like their own little special moves and shit. Damn near like Mortal Kombat and some shit.
For real?
Yeah, it was some shit I seen. They was talking about like the Rolling 60s got like some tiny loke dip. Some shit like that.
What the fuck is
the
tiny
60
loke
learned
dip?
The tiny loke dip. I don't know, man. That shit was hilarious, but I definitely don't want to find out. That's one thing about me growing up in Detroit, man. Motherfuckers was shooting. It weren't really like no fighting shit like that. Like motherfuckers fight, of course, but it's almost like dangerous in that sense. Like, cause motherfuckers lose, they come back, they shooting shit.
The tiny loke dip.
Yeah, that shit.
Wait, what?
That shit sound like a finishing move, man. Like that's the last thing I want to see, man.
What you think it looked like?
Definitely. It got to be a dip move coming somewhere. So
you think a headlock is involved?
Fuck.
The Hoover headlock.
Oh man.
Remember noogies?
Yeah, nigga give you a noogie and shit. Yeah, that's some bullying shit right there. But yeah, I remember when I've been in LA, man, everywhere I go, motherfuckers be like, where you from? But like, what you mean where I'm from? I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I guess it's just the way I used to react to it and shit. They never really got down on me or nothing like that. But I remember one time, man, I was at like some weird taco truck and shit, and some Mexicans, because I was wearing this. I didn't understand about the hat thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing this dumbass. It was like a green hat with an M on it, and I don't know what that shit meant. But some Mexicans just ran up on me. They was,
MS-13.
They was pressing me hard. Like, where you from? Because even to the point, like, everybody, I mean, I didn't really take it for nothing because I ain't really understand shit.
Yeah,
you know, I was still, like, just green to the whole shit. And I just like, man, I'm from Detroit. What you mean? You
Man, my favorite color, red. And I never really got to wear red because everybody like, oh, are you a gangbanger? And I'm like, no, I just like red.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Kool-Aid, coming up on Kool-Aid. Or whatever, and that was like the prettiest color.
I was a grape motherfucker too. Yeah, man. Black people love that grape shit, man. You mix the grape with the lemonade. Mm-hmm. They had some shit, man. I was in Philadelphia, man. They got some shit called the Gremlin at the fucking cheesesteak shops. And it was just like a purple drink, I think, mixed with like some lemonade type of shit, man. I swear one day I drank like 5 of them bitches. Then they had a diabetic attack, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the fuck was going on with my ass, man.
You went to sleep in that motherfucker?
Man, I was in that motherfucker shaking on stage, all type of shit. Shit just coming out my pores tasting sweet. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me, man? That's one thing about this shit, man. Like, that's one thing about Austin, man. The food here, man, oh my God. Like, when I first moved here, man, the shit was so fucking salty, man. I couldn't take a lot of shit right here, man. Like, but now, it's like ever since, you know, I got adapted out here and shit, been eating shit. And now when I go other places, I'm like, this shit ain't seasoned enough now, you know?
Yeah.
But that's fucked up, man.
Nah, right now I'm staying down the street from a Whole Foods. So I just make sure that my shit be like a little balanced and shit. Like,
Cause your ass fucking rip, you be eating healthy and shit, huh?
But I be eating fucked up sometimes.
So what's the secret?
I balance it out because I work out so much that like, but like sometimes like my shit be fucked up. Like,
yeah, I seen your ass at the store a few times, and every time I think I seen your ass, what was kind of different to me about, I mean, obviously your shit raw as fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like I seen you do the same bits too much, man.
Because I always try to go up there and always be like, I'm always working out like jokes and shit or whatever. So even like in just years of that or whatever, that's just becoming like your style kind of, you know what I'm trying to say, where it's just like, you just flowing or whatever type shit or whatever, where you don't really got to repeat the same thing twice, even though I do sometimes.
Yeah.
But like
that shit was like crispy, because I feel like when I see like other comedians and shit, you could tell when they working out some new shit. Yeah. And you be like, oh, this nigga trying to figure it out. He ain't really got it dialed in yet. But no, with your shit, I'm like, damn, this nigga, he must be a fucking writing monster or some shit, man.
It's my shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I was looking at my joke shit the other day, and that shit say like 962 like
fire
like jokes. Yeah.
So you just really actually love the writing process then, more so than a lot of shit.
You know how like niggas like just be like riffing and shit or whatever. You just like say funny shit. I catch every single funny thing or interesting thing. I'll be like,
yeah,
like that's me. Like
that's how I kind of am with rap shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because you can catch bars and shit from anything. But it's just all about, I think that's more of a talent than an actual doing this shit, is being able to observe some shit and be like, oh shit, that's some shit right there. That's some shit right there.
And
so
do you always catch it? Like, oh shit, like, are you like...
I mean, I would say way before my drinking and drugging phases, before I fucked my brain up with all this shit, I think I was a little more crispier with it. But now,
Bro, oh God, let me tell you this story real quick. Like, so I swear to God, maybe like 2 years ago, I used to talk to this chick or whatever, and so right before I went up at the Comedy Store, and I was at her house. She lived down the street from the Comedy Store, and I wanted to get into like a zone, right? And so I had these headphones on, and I was at the like. Then she came out. She's like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" And it was Danny Brown going, "I think my time, She was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's Danny Brown." She's like, the you know what I'm saying? That shit." And then she was at the like, "Okay." She was like, "Whatever jazzes you up, but please," like, nigga, you gotta go.
Damn. Yeah, scaring the hoes. That's what they call my music. You know what I mean?
Scaring the hoes.
Scaring the hoes. Yeah, man. Like, you can't put my shit on at a party and motherfuckers go get jiggy with that shit. They be like, man, what the fuck? Cut that shit off, man. Put that little baby on. Put the little Dirk on, man. You tripping playing this Danny Brown shit.
Oh my God.
But that was all. I think it's just more so the voice. But
yeah.
Because I be talking the same regular shit, kind of like other motherfuckers be kind of talking. It's probably coming from a different perception or anything, but And I guess I do have some weird ass beats. I would say I ain't
like mixed with the voice and shit too.
yeah, so it's just all fucked up when it comes to this shit. But I mean, I think it's just like you with probably comedy. Like once you get desensitized to like normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of music you fucking with when you was growing up?
West Coast hood shit.
Just West Coast hood shit.
Like Tupac and
Tupac.
all kind of shit like that. But then I grew up. I was young, but then I grew up like on like Drake in my 20s type shit or whatever, and then like
Drake.
Lil Wayne, like I went through his era. I went through the 50 Cent era. I don't know.
Yeah. Like me,
West Side Connection. Remember them niggas?
yeah, hell yeah. Bow down.
With Dub C with Crip Walk.
What? Mac 10? Mac 10 was fire, man. Motherfuckers be slipping on Mac 10, man.
Hey, remember T-Boz burned down that nigga house?
Oh, no, that was Left Eye with Andre
remember Left Eye?
Rising. Yeah.
Wait.
That was Left Eye, Andre Rising.
Oh, no, but Mac 10 was dating
Yeah, he was dating
T-Boz.
T-Boz.
Okay, right.
T-Boz had sickle cell. She wasn't burning shit up. She did? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
was like
that.
her own shit. TLC is one of the most fucked up stories in music because they were selling so many records. They was getting like 20 cents a piece.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
That shit was like fucked up. That shit just make you hate the music industry when you see shit like that. Like these bitches made waterfalls. Why the fuck they ain't got no waterfall in the backyard? Like y'all tripping. Like what the fuck is going on with y'all?
You see Chili really back there with a motherfucking garden hose. And this shit's fucked up. Like.
TLC was fire, man. I think TLC was like one of the first R&B albums that I really bought and got into.
Yeah.
Because remember that was the bootleg, man, where you can get 3 tapes for 10 and shit.
Yeah.
And I used to go to him so much and buy so many tapes, and I think it was one of those times where I just needed, like, I had 2 tapes already, and I just needed to get an extra one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, let me get the TLC. Them bitches be looking cool. I see in the videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really think I was going to like this shit, but then I was starting to like, oh, this shit kind of
TLC
fire.
is hardcore.
I was like, this shit's kind of fire. But then I actually like one thing about them, too. Like, from that first album, it was, like, more so some playful, like, you know, the cool alternative black girls and shit.
Yeah.
And then they just really grew into, like, some real, like, ill R&B shit. Like, they just got into that shit. Because T-Boz had a fire-ass voice, man. It ain't been too many singers.
Left Eye was the rapper.
She was the rapper.
Right.
And then Chili was, like, the normal, like, pop. Because they had, like, an ill dynamic with that group, man.
And T-Boz was the what?
She was the deep voice.
Yeah.
Like, I remember TLC, they had the one video when they, Creep. When they had the pajamas and shit, and it's one, and it's like, this how I knew I was a creep. With that video, because then it's like one scene in that video with T-Boz is like doing the ill dance move. You could just see a nice little peek of her titties if you really just slow it down or pause it right. And because that was back in the days, I used to have a VCR setup. Because remember, man, like way before the internet and all that kind of shit, like you can hear a song and you'll be fucked up. Like, man, that shit was fire. Like, I want to hear that shit again. Yeah, I'm going to hear that again. So, like, when Rap City or, like, I used to have my VCR shit plugged up, and I used to just tape videos all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember when watching that Creep video, she just hit this move. I'm like, hold up, I think I see some titties. And I used to just always rewind and shit and be cutting, and then I just pause it right on that right spot. Like, oh, yeah, that's a titty. You just couldn't see the nipple, though.
That's like when you be playing Street Fighter and then Chun-Li kick and you be like, hold on, nigga, is that a pussy? Wait, hold up, pause it. You ever play Street Fighter?
Chun-Li
We should be
thick
doing
than a motherfucker, man. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited. You seen the new Street Fighter is about to come out.
Video game reviews.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man, it's amazing. I've been playing the beta, and they got like a world tour mode.
Yeah.
It's like a story mode-esque type shit. And they
Like
just,
whatever go to, like old school, like whatever go to like Brazil and like all that shit.
No, it's like they created like their own little fake city.
Oh.
It's like a
Like GTA?
like a fake New York type shit, and you just running around catching fades with motherfuckers. Yeah, you running around pressing NPCs like, "What's up, nigga? You want these? Get a nigga the hands, then you gotta walk." Yeah, it's fire as fuck.
Wow.
I'm gonna give me a fight stick when it come out, man. But yeah, I'm super excited for this new street because fighting games, man. Like growing up, that was like I feel like that was that's what really got. I'm gonna say really got me in video games, but that's when a nigga used to risk his life for video games.
Man, remember Mortal Kombat came out and you couldn't even pause that motherfucker?
And that was the thing with me, Mortal Kombat. It was like in a different neighborhood than mine. Like we didn't get along with that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I wasn't into none of that shit with all that shit. I ain't had nothing to do with that motherfucker shooting motherfucker. But I'm like, man, they got Mortal Kombat over there.
Yeah.
So I was just like, just risk my life all the time going over there and play Mortal Kombat. And then, because it was like separated by like an island type of shit.
Yeah.
Like you walk across, and if motherfuckers see you walking across that street, going that way, they're like, oh, these motherfuckers live over there, and they'll jump your ass and shit. Like, and my school was on that side too, so like, it would be some crazy shit. Like you would get out of school and them motherfuckers would be standing in the middle of the island waiting to see whoever gonna cross to go over that side.
Just to play Mortal Kombat? Just try to get to play Mortal Kombat?
Dog, I used to risk my life. I actually, man, one of my best friends was over there. Because I used to always dress kind of, guess a little different than everybody else.
Yeah.
And so I always, you meet other people like that too. And one of my friends, he dressed kind of like me too. And back then, it wasn't even weird way of dressing. We was just into like Tommy Hilfiger and polo. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like all that kind of shit. And he dressed like that too. So I used to hang with him all the time, but he lived in that other hood too. But he wasn't with none of that shit too. We was just into fashion and shit. But I used to always like get some food stamps from my mom. I used to be busting food stamps down and shit. Go up in that motherfucker, buy 1.25-cent pack of gum.
Yeah. Damn, when gum was 25 cents.
Hell yeah. Go get a 25.
Juji fruit?
The fucking Big Red. Get you a pack of Big Red.
That shit burn the fuck out your mouth, no?
Yeah, definitely. And then you got 3/4 left. I used to hate if ain't nobody, but most of the times motherfuckers in there are always playing, so you'd be able, because it was 50 cents to start.
Yeah.
And you only got one game. That's how I actually got good at fucking video games, to be honest, because I ain't had that many quarters to be doing. My mama give me a couple food stamps.
You got to make that shit work.
I got to make that shit work. But I remember every time I used to play by myself, as soon as I get the Balrog.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, man.
That nigga, he based off of Tyson, no?
Yeah.
I used to always, that's how iconic Tyson was, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
and it actually got to the point I was like, I got to learn how to play with this nigga. Because I always wanted to, I don't want to be just a nigga only picking a black guy.
You
know what I'm saying? But it got
yeah.
to the point, I'm actually nice with Balrog now.
Yeah. You know who was hard to beat was that nigga, who the nigga used to climb on the fucking
Vega.
wall?
That's my nigga. What? Hey! Vega was gay as hell. I love Vega.
He was hard as fuck, especially when he jumped on them nets and you like, how you get this nigga off?
Vega was sassy to the motherfucker. You gotta knock that. You gotta always just block, and you gotta make sure that nigga knock that fucking once he ain't got them claws no more.
Yeah.
That's when it's on. It's game on then.
Yeah.
But I got nice with Vega too, man. Jumping off the motherfucking
he's
wall.
spicy.
What? Vega was sexy to the motherfucker. That nigga jump around like and then he'd win. He'd whip his mask off, be pretty as fuck. Like, what's up? Twinked up and shit. Shout out Vega.
That nigga was Chun-Li this whole time.
What? He was prettier than Chun-Li. If I say Chun-Li and Vega in the bar, I ain't gonna go that far. All right. All right, we're jumping some of these questions, man. You always hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. That's Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. Always send y'all motherfucking emails and shit. These motherfuckers be sending me some crazy shit, man. Always, man. I see we dropped the voicemail. Y'all motherfuckers was gooning on that motherfucker, man. So yeah, we had to kill that. All right, next up, we got
Ask Danny.
Ask Danny. We got craziest shroom trip. You fuck with the shrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got it. Okay. Hey, Danny, it seems like you're doing a great job at staying sober. I'm impressed and proud of you. What's the largest dose of shrooms you've ever taken, and what was the trip like? Shouts out to the entire crew. Greetings from Poland. I love your show. Thanks, Adam. The largest, I ate 14 grams in one sitting.
How big is that?
It was, because I got to the point I was, measuring my shit out. Because I started off, when I started back doing shrooms and shit, because everybody talk about the microdosing.
Yeah.
Doing the microdosing and shit. It helps with your fucking mental clarity and then to make you a better person at life and all that shit. So I was doing the microdosing shit, but I'm a fucking drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that, man. And one Saturday, it's like, it's time to blast off. Fuck this bullshit. So I started out being, taking like I think like 4 grams or something. Then I jumped up to 7. And then I'm like, fuck it, man. I want to do the whole boy, man. I'm just going ahead and eat like 14 grams. And, I put some fucking drum and bass on because I'm a weirdo like that. But I would say it was, I think I talked about that shit before. I seen my grave.
What you mean?
Like I was just like in a dark hole, like dirt on me. And it was just like, it was actually calming. It was soothing. Because how motherfuckers always be like, man, I'm scared to die.
Yeah.
Type of shit. But it made me not scared to die. It's like it's going to be one of the most peaceful things you ever go through.
When you saw your grave, you was like, oh, that's not that bad?
Nah, I was like, this shit kind of tight.
Oh.
Like eternal sleep. Like, hell yeah, that's what a motherfucker live for. So I was waiting. So I'm waiting for that. But I will say, man, I do love like, seeing like the trippy shit and all the colors and all that. I think I was actually one point in time, like, cause like I said, I always like put on like drum and bass or like some jungle shit. When I listen, when I do shrooms and shit, I don't know why, but I was like seeing music notes.
Yeah.
It was like more so not necessarily me hearing the music no more. And it was like I was seeing it, and I'm like, oh shit. And then it gave me a different perspective on making music too, because it's like, all this shit is like sound waves and shit, like shit we can't see.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, so I more so had now I got a different take on making music. It's like, man, if I can see it, You know, if I can feel it, if I can, you know, it's some weirdo shit, man.
No.
If I can see it, if I can feel it. So now, like, even me, like, when I pick beats, I could probably love a beat. Like, I want to rap off this beat, but I don't feel nothing from it. I don't see nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fuck with it. And, like, that's probably why I be rapping on these weird-ass beats and shit like that sometimes. Cause, like, man, I can feel that shit. I can see that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so, yeah, man. So what's the most you ever took?
I don't know. I don't think I went that far or whatever. I don't even know how to measure shit. I don't know. It's probably like about this shit.
Yeah.
But nigga, I remember one day I the first time I ever took it or whatever, I took like that much. And all I do remember just one, like I saw not a firefly, it was like a fruit fly or whatever. I saw like how that nigga was flying. Like, I saw like the whole dynamics of it. Like I saw this nigga go like this. Go like this. It was like real slow. I was up there like, damn. I feel like Da Vinci when that nigga knew just how the mechanics of shit worked or whatever. Yeah. I was at the like, damn, that's how that nigga be flying. Whatever. Oh, he take his shit like this. And he would be like this. I was like, oh.
Yeah, shrooms is a slippery slope, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess if microdosing work for other people. Like I say, I'm a fucking drug addict, man. So I'm always take it too far, man. That's just the thing with me, man. But I got some shrooms at the crib now. Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with them motherfuckers, though.
I was microdosing for a second. That shit, yeah, it's like, I just give me the whole epiphany type shit or whatever. Like, I don't like because I want to know, like, when I'm actually feeling it or whatever. Like, it's like for the same reason, like, I'll drink alcohol and shit. Like, I can't drink beer. It's like, I got to drink alcohol because.
Yeah, same here.
I gotta feel it.
I gotta blast off.
Yeah, nigga. Like,
that's my whole shit. When I was trying to microdose, man, that shit just was making me a little horny. Like, cause I think I just fucking, cause drugs and sex like go hand in hand for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just to get that little feeling, like, ooh. I get a little feeling like, ooh. Now I'm fucking jacking off all day and shit. So yeah, I couldn't really fuck with the microdosing. It was ruining my life. I just got to blast off every day on the weekend. But I'm obviously never fucking with shrooms and shit again. Cause I was actually doing good, man. I ain't drink for like 6 weeks. And I was, doing the microdosing and all that shit. And then I just blasted off on some shrooms. And then for some reason, man, when I take shrooms, I start talking to myself. Like, I hear a voice, like, he be talking to me.
That's not good?
I mean, but he be running game on me. That's what I realized. My mind is not my friend. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a hater. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker telling me like, man, you ain't really no alcoholic like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You could drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You could drink it when fucking you up. It's you. It's just you. That's just how you is. You gonna be like that if you don't drink. You know what I'm saying? I think that anything to drink is make you a little more tolerable. You know what I'm saying? You being sober, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you is. You know what type of motherfucker you is. I'm like, damn, man, you is kind of right. I am kind of like, you right, man. I do need to drink to be a little more cooler in social settings, man. You know what I'm saying? That thing I know I'm getting drunk, cussing motherfuckers out. Like, fuck. Because I think that is I think, because, obviously, man, you start off drinking, man, it starts off as like a fun thing. Motherfuckers drink at parties and you drink. But I think when you get to the end phase where you really know it's fucked up, because I was becoming an angry drunk. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, after a while I started drinking, I just get mad about shit for no reason. Yeah. Man. Like, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. I just start pressing motherfuckers, man. So yeah, that's where I'm glad I did get the treatment I needed. Yeah. Help me figure this shit out. Because once I figure like, because even I went out to eat yesterday, and they ain't had no tables. You know what I'm saying? They had to sit us at the bar. Yeah. And I'm just at the bar. And at first I was kind of mad about the shit. I'm like, man, I'm recovery and shit, man, trying to get my shit together, man. Yeah. Last thing I need to be doing is sitting at a bar. But I'm trying to take my girl out and shit. We don't go out much and shit. So I'm like, fuck it, man. I gotta deal with it. But we had a great meal and all that shit, but like I say, I got to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because me running from this shit ain't gonna do nothing but make the shit worse. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I got to fucking sit at the bar, like, because that's just, I got to be able to tolerate these social settings, and not, and fall victim to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just do, because I got a stupid ass brain, so I just now like, when I look at liquor bottles, I make them explode. Like, yeah. Like, I'll just be looking at the liquor bottle. It's just I was looking at the Casamigos, like, you bad motherfucker, you. And I just watch them explode. Like, I just envision them explode and shit. So that's my one way I think I could just not drink. Just watch the bottle like a motherfucker shot that bitch like an old school Western or some shit. Like,
Uh-oh, Father's Day is right around the corner. You haven't gotten your dad anything yet? Don't worry. That's where the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped, comes in. You and I both know he needs some serious grooming in his life. So grab your dad to Performance Package 4.0 and he'll thank you for helping him tame his beast. It's a win-win situation for both mom and dad. Go to manscaped.com and use code DannyB for 20% off plus free shipping. It's getting hot out, and the last thing you want is your dad with his shirt open, dropping taco meat all over the grill, getting hair all over the ribs. Man, it's a bad situation. Manscaped is the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and perfected their game with the Lawnmower 4.0. Imagine surprising your dad with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized grooming kit that says your boss will thank you on the box. You might ask, how is the Lawnmower 4.0 different from other trimmers? Well, this upgraded trimmer includes a multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock. This is a great feature if you or your father do a lot of traveling. It also gives you the ability to turn a 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. You can now shave your balls in the dark. Get your dad the gift you know they will use. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code DannyB. Don't forget that you came from your dad, balls. This year, show your original home some love with Manscaped.
All right, man. Next up, we got Testicles. Which I don't know what's being, man. I don't be playing with my balls, man. That's one thing, man. I never been the guy that like getting his balls licked, man. That shit hurt. A bitch got to have a silky tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be real cautious with them balls, man. Because for a long time, man, I thought I had cancer or some shit. You know, you got that little extra lump in your ball, but then I Googled about it. Like, that's kind of normal. A lot of people got that. You know? I was just going to deal with it. You know, niggas don't go to the doctor. I was just going to be like, fuck that shit. If I go out like that, I'm going to go out like a real nigga.
I'm going to go to a holistic doctor
first. You know what I'm saying? I like my hair too much. I ain't about to be around this motherfucker looking like Charlie Villanueva. All right. Testicles are a fruitation of both evolution and creation. That was bars. How could there possibly be an evolutionary advantage to have your balls dangling in a soft skin bag? It would make sense to have them safely inside the rib cage. Why would a benevolent God give men fragile and sensitive testicles? It makes no sense. We are obviously living in a simulation. The creators of the simulation are trolling us with nuts. Jink 'em. You got too much time on your hands. That's one thing I'm going to say. And I want my balls where they at, man. I told you, man, I had a blind granddad. And before he went out, man, it got to the point I was young. I used to have to wipe his ass and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga balls used to be dangling on the ground. That shit nigga used to be dragging. I was like, damn, that sound about that big when I'm old. So, yeah, I want my balls to be dangling and shit, man. That shit look cool.
If
you
it was in
your
ribs, that's kind of gay.
I mean,
Like,
you ain't gonna be able to take no stomach punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like boxing and shit.
Like-
you know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck the whole sports up with balls in your stomach, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that,
that's
man.
a low blow.
Yeah. Nah, man, we like boxing. We like MMA too much, man. We want to watch good fights, man. You ain't gonna be able to hit nobody in the stomach or none of that shit. Ain't gonna be no knees and shit. Like, you gotta avoid the stomach. But then, the thing is, I think about is like, if you ain't got no balls, what the dick gonna look like now?
Yeah.
You just sitting there look.
A thing.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just gonna look weird. A dick with no balls, man. What? You pull out a dick with no balls and see how the bitch act. That bitch gonna run like a motherfucker, man. So no, I don't think it was a. I mean, I'm kind of is on a simulation side of shit because I be living life like a video game sometime. I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, dangling balls is the shit.
Yeah, man. Especially, I don't know, man. That's just some weird shit, man. But yeah, Jinkum. I mean, this nigga obviously trolling. His name's Jinkum, man. You know what Jinkum is?
Like Jinx?
No, I mean, it's like some shit. Motherfuckers like, I think, what is it? Like, they shit in a bottle or something and let the shit sit for a long time and then it becomes something else.
Like what?
I think, man, don't get me going. Don't get me to
No.
with the shit.
No. like what?
Yeah, and it'll make you hallucinate.
What?
Yeah.
You ain't do this, did you? On your drug?
I mean,
doing that jankum.
no. It's just me with
You got a problem, Danny.
my YouTube algorithm, man. It just be having some crazy shit. And one time this shit popped up, and I watched the whole documentary about motherfuckers doing this. And they're like, yeah, I think you got to shit in like a bottle or something, and then you just let the shit sit around for a long ass time or something like that, and then it becomes what it becomes, and then you sniff that shit. And
What does it become?
I mean, a good drug, because obviously sound like a good time. I mean, you got to think mushrooms is what, cow shit or something,
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like if Jinkum was that fire, motherfuckers would be doing it in jail. And I ain't never heard about nobody doing no jinkum in jail.
Right.
But I don't know, man. They might, man, your ass gonna go to the hole. The motherfucker gonna see you making jinkum. Like, man, you got shit in the bottle. Yo, cellmate gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. You shitting in bottles and shit, letting that shit sit around. Like, man, what you trying to do?
What if the niggas do like one of them little ass checks that they be doing in prison, and they find shit, and they be like, niggas, is jankum. Like, nah, it's just I gotta take a shit.
And that's fucked up with the zombie in you. Don't put that shit on my Africans. You know what I'm saying? You know a white boy created some shit like that. Don't put that shit on my Africans, man. All right. Next up, we got gonorrhea and pegging. Hey, Danny and the Boo Boy. Basically, I'm going out with this girl the other day. I realized I might have gonorrhea, and I think she gave it to me. The only problem is the pussy is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't really want to leave. What should I do? P.S. She wants to peg me, but I'm not keen. Should I let her peg me so I don't get it again? Love the show. Scaring the hoes was amazing. Damn, my nigga, y'all just around that motherfucker flaming each other, throwing fireballs at each other. Y'all actually playing Street Fighter in real life. Shit. Man. I remember a Devin the Dude rap, man. When he talk about the bitch burned him. And he ain't tell her, so she let her suck the pus out his dick. Those were bars to me as a kid. But nah, man, y'all playing a dangerous game, man. I don't think you want to play ping pong gonorrhea with nobody, man. I don't care how bad the pussy is, man. It's actually you got to look at it like anything else, like bad food, man. That shit, you should be allergic to gonorrhea at this point. And pegging, man, I don't know if you ain't. You got to do too much to your asshole to be just sitting around playing anal darts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. If you want to do all that, then that's on y'all. But obviously, y'all live in a kinky relationship, man.
Gonorrhea. Don't that shit burn?
Yeah, man. It burn when you pee.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I've been lucky. I've never had gonorrhea. But I drink soda a little too much.
Oh, yeah. When you start peeing blood a little bit.
I start getting scared. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But nah, y'all motherfuckers nasty, man. Don't be sending me no shit like this, man. I don't want to hear this kind of shit, man. I mean, much love to y'all. I'm going to send some prayers up and everything, man. But this is real life Street Fighter, man. Like, y'all just sitting around throwing fireballs at each other, man. But that's crazy, though, man. I think you need to have a conversation with her, man, just for your life, man. You got to get your life together, man. You can't be just hanging around no bitch burning you and you just sitting around ain't saying shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a conversation that need to be had.
Yeah.
That's some nasty shit.
Hey, I had a girl like that though. Like, she wasn't pegging. I don't do that pegging shit or whatever. But like, she was just like, this shit was fucking fire. But she like burned me. But then like right after I got it fixed, like I went right back. Like, and I was like, hey, you got to get your shit fixed.
Yeah, but you had the conversation with her though.
Yeah, I did.
And that's just maturity. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna just chalk that one up to maturity. You being like, you know what, bitch. Your shit a little on fire.
Your shit hot.
But it is fire, man. So, we can work this out together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to be like that. Y'all got to go to the clinic together. That's what y'all got to do. Y'all got to walk in that motherfucker holding hands with like your head down. Yeah, take a date to the clinic. Because it ain't nothing to get some penicillin. Get a little shot or something, I think. And,
y'all be over with.
Yeah, y'all will be over with, man. Why y'all sitting around just because y'all just nasty, just living in gonorrhea? You know what I'm saying? That sounds like an Italian country. It sounds like an Italian city or something. Y'all just living in gonorrhea, man. Y'all got to get that shit fixed, man. That's disgusting, man. Pus, because it's pus and shit.
Yeah, and it should be dripping and all that shit.
And I feel like the longer you go, because y'all bouncing it back and forth, y'all playing ping pong with fucking gonorrhea, that shit just...
They gonna die.
Y'all gonna create a new disease, man. And that's how monkeypox started. Motherfuckers just ain't getting their shit checked out.
Yeah.
I seen some crazy shit recently, man. They say it's like a serial killer around this motherfucker.
Oh, he pushing people off the bridge or some shit, right?
Yeah, man. But how's this going to happen? I don't know. I think it's some dimer shit. I think he going to the gay clubs and shit, getting niggas like, man, let's go to the park. Get a little strange at the park and then just push a nigga in the water. That should be some fucked up shit, man. You go to a motherfucking park with a gay nigga, think he about to suck your dick and shit, this nigga push you in a river, man. Man, what? That's the worst way to go out, man. You might as well, man.
How far is the like how deep is the fall? Like how far is the fall? Like none of these niggas can swim.
I don't know, man, but this shit's fucked up.
30-year-old's body had been found.
Cause I ain't think, man, like serial killers will exist anymore now that we got social media. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a bitch ass way to kill somebody though, just to push them in the rivers. Like they're not stabbing nobody, no nothing.
Shit, that's I don't know. I think that shit kind of gangster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like on some Suge Knight shit?
Because if you just sitting there watching them drown, like, ain't that what the Phil Collins song was about? I can feel it coming. And what if you put that song on, like how Dahmer was doing, motherfuckers? You come on like, hold up, let's just, they get in the park, then they about to get freaky. You just throw the Phil Collins on their motherfucking ass, they push you in. You gotta, man, come on, man. You gotta watch for the signs, man. Yeah, that's fucked up.
They
man.
think they're pushing drunk people in that are coming back from Rainy Street at night because this lake is right by downtown. So they think someone's waiting and just like either robbing drunk people and then like pushing them in or just attacking
It's
them.
one guy?
I mean, that's what they think. There's been a handful since the beginning of the year, all the same like age, right in that same location.
They didn't get this nigga no cool serial killer name? Like, what would you name this nigga?
I think they've come up with some nicknames. It's what were they calling him? Let me find it.
Man, but I just being a serial killer, man, because I've watched a lot of serial killer documentaries, man.
I can't watch that shit. You can watch them shits?
Yeah, I like that shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, that shit'll make you lock your door at night.
Yeah.
You be like, hold up, bitch. This shit getting weird. Yeah, the Rainy Street Ripper. That's what they call it.
That shit kind of hard.
Yeah, but he ain't ripping nobody. He pushing motherfuckers. Man, Texas is dangerous, man. That's one thing about this motherfucker, man. That's why, I mean, you know, I was doing my Muay Thai and shit, man, but it don't matter, man. You just got to get guns around this motherfucker, man. You can pack them motherfuckers and carry them, man. You might as well just stay heated up around this bitch, because, man, motherfucker try to push me. But but can't white people swim? I don't feel like he pushing no niggas. Oh, bad, but if you drunk, but that is some ill shit, though. Sit there and just watch a nigga drown, though, man. That's some
Can you
devious
swim?
shit. Fuck no.
No?
I mean, you from L.A. I'm pretty sure y'all had a lot of pools and shit. I'm
Yeah,
from Detroit, man. We ain't got to sit 6 months out the year, your ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really no fucking swimming.
Yeah, I feel like I lived through that. Like, man, I can't
Drunk?
believe this nigga. Oh yeah, drunk too. I'm not gonna drown, nigga. Like,
Drowning has got to be one of the worst ways to go out, though.
you can't control yourself. Like you don't just inherently just instinctually be like, oh shit. Like you don't just do this. Like how you let yourself fall all the way down. Who the fuck is that?
That's the motherfucker
The
he
Rainy
pushed.
Street Killer?
That's the motherfucker he pushed.
Oh,
He on some bullshit, man. He on some bullshit out here, man. The Rainy Street Ripper, man. I'm actually engulfed in this story and I'm following it, so
not the Rainy Street Ripper, bro.
Dog, I'm following it, man. All right, man. We got to get off this shit. It's getting creepy. I already see a Netflix series coming.
The Rainy Street Ripper.
Just push your motherfuckers in the river.
What do you be
fucked
wearing?
up. Man, a raincoat. A raincoat and some fucking wet boots and shit. All right, man. Hello, Danny.
Like the killer from.
Yeah. You get dressed up like Paddington Bear.
I know what you did last summer, that nigga.
Dog. All right. Hello, Danny. I grew up in a nicer part of Warren, Michigan. Ain't no nicer part of Warren. What you talking about? And recently had moved to near 8 Mile and Gratiot. Now I can't go to the liquor store without a negative interaction. Last time I had Jordans on and some jewelry, and I was told, you still our culture. Is there any way I can live here without a fight? What are some positive ways to gain respect within the community? I think you know the answer to that. You're going to have to start shooting niggas. Like, I ain't going to say that. But, I mean, yeah, man, when you see, you gotta, I mean, you still in the culture. I mean, you gotta, I don't know, man.
It's a white boy?
Yeah. Warren, Michigan is kind of like that's like the hood part for the white people. You know, that's where you see the motherfuckers. Yeah, there'd be white boys wearing Jordans and, you know, the wiggers.
If he wearing that, they not taking that shit up off of him?
I mean, niggas in Detroit, you gotta have some Cartiers. That's the only thing niggas stealing.
Oh, they not snatching Jordans and
Nah,
chains
they
no more?
snatching Cartiers. That's what they snatching. They love doing that shit.
Uh,
So it's almost like a sign of respect if you could walk around Detroit and wear Cartiers. Ain't nobody do nothing to you. But yeah, I mean, you getting lucky, man. You just gotta deal with that shit, man. I mean, for the most part, man, the way I used to, you gotta look at it like this. I used to wear skinny jeans in like 2006 and 2007 and shit.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't cool. Everywhere I go, but they be like, this nigga gay.
Yeah.
So I used to have to deal with this shit. You gotta just look at it like this. There's certain places you can't go if that's how you want to be, man. I ain't saying like be a bitch ass nigga or something, but that's what you're gonna have to be if you don't want to get your ass whooped. So the best thing to do is just stay. Like it would be certain gas stations or certain Coney Islands that I wouldn't go to. It'd be like, fuck that, I already know I'm gonna get pressed, so I wouldn't go to them shits, man. So that's the only thing. But I think niggas is getting woke in the city, huh? They talking about you still in culture just because you wearing Jordans and some jewelry. But yeah, I think you beating the case, to be honest. Ain't nobody whooping your ass. So for the most part, yeah, man, I think Wear some hokas.
Some hokas, not the hokas.
You gotta get you some hokas, and you know,
the shape ups.
Wear a polo shirt or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really, you know. That's the only thing I can tell your ass. Don't go to that motherfucking liquor store, cause niggas gonna press you, man. That's one thing, man. Cause I'm pretty sure it's like that in most urban communities where motherfuckers just hang out in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we got a lot we got a lot of Arabs. I mean Arabs, however y'all
They
say.
gangster?
Yeah, I mean I don't think they came. I've always seen this. Like it'd be like whatever liquor store you got in your hood and shit, and it'd be always like a new fucking Arab that come. Arab. We call them Arabs. Let me say how we say it, man. They'll come. And you could just see him, he fresh off the boat type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He barely speak English. And fucking like 3 months, he be like, "What's up, my baby?" He wear the fucking Cartiers. So he's just like a Detroit nigga. That's so. I mean, they more hood than niggas now at this point, man. Shit. So yeah, man. I just think, man, you gotta just know your surroundings. I think that's just being street smart. If anything, man, you know, certain places you can't go if there's gonna be some trouble there. So keep the best way to avoid a situation is to avoid the situation.
I remember growing up in LA, niggas used to ask you like, okay, where you stay?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I don't live around here. Okay, where your grandma stay?
Yeah.
Whatever, because they was trying to associate you
see
with like a
what
hood
hood
and
you
shit,
from, yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, man, I live in the valley. They were like, oh, you live in the valley? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Damn, because them niggas never knew what the fuck to say if you lived in the valley.
Oh, shit.
Like, because the valley's like white shit. Or whatever.
I even feel like sometimes they feel like you lying, they gonna whip your ass, man.
Yeah, some nigga, because everybody starts saying that shit at a point in time. And then one of them niggas is like, everybody say that shit. I'm like, I swear to God I live in the valley. I swear to God. Like,
I think it's just almost about how you carry yourself and how you look and shit.
and then I used to have a backpack, and it used to have little spikes on the shit, like the little skater spikes.
Yeah, yeah.
So niggas would be like, hey, where you from? And then one nigga would be like, hey, nigga, he a skater, bro. Leave that nigga alone. Came to a kickflip to save my life. But I was like, oh, yeah. I'm a skater.
Because I feel like it don't matter how you like certain parts of LA, man, just depending on just your whole, like you got tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
They want to check your tattoos and fucking, you know, I follow all the fucking gang blogs on YouTube. I be like, I get bored, I just watch gang fights sometimes. I mean, that's what you need to do, man. You need to go on YouTube and watch a lot of gang shit. It'll paranoid your ass from not doing dumb shit, like going to the fucking liquor store.
What was the move? The tiny low dip?
The tiny low dip. You don't want a nigga to hit the tiny low dip on you, man. I swear, man, that shit'll be fucked up. All right. Next up, we got psycho parents. Hi, Danny. I'm 17 years old who recently got out of year-long treatment for drug abuse that wasn't happening. I was smoking weed and drinking. What you mean you was? I've since come back and started smoking and drinking again. Oh, this nigga done relapse. I'm not mad at my parents because I lost an entire year of my life due to something I think many people could argue was not a problem. I don't know what to do. I'm still a minor, so I can't move away. I just don't know how I can live in the same house as them for another 7 months. I was wondering if you had any advice on what you think I should do. Man, you only 17 years old, man. It's a reason why you don't supposed to drink until you're 21. Your fucking brain ain't even developed yet to be able to handle alcohol. And smoking weed, this new weed, man. This ain't the weed we was smoking back in the day, man. Back in the
stress?
day. Yeah, we used to smoke fucking brick Mexican weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit just gave you the munchies and made you crack a few jokes. This weed right now, you might as well put a needle in your arm. I mean, you got to understand, man, like you still young, man. You got a lot of life to live. If that's something you want to do in the future, you know what I'm saying, then that's something you should pick up. But right now, when you living under your fucking parents' roof, you ain't paying no fucking bills, man. You got to follow their rules. That's just the way the shit go. If I had a 17-year-old son and this motherfucker smoking weed and drinking, you lucky your parents put you in rehab. They trying to save your life. I'd have kicked that motherfucker out the house. Yeah. Your ass would have been living on the street fucking with some black parents, man. So the best thing your ass could do, man, is stop drinking and smoking weed, man. They telling you that shit for a reason, man. Take your ass to school, man. Get out of school. Do all that shit. You know most motherfuckers smoking weed. I ain't graduated high school because I was smoking weed, motherfucker. Sitting around playing Street Fighter and shit all day, man. It depends on what you want to do with your life. I mean, I ain't saying you can. Just some motherfuckers can make it out that shit, but most motherfuckers ain't got a strong mind like that, man. And smoking weed and drinking is taking too much of your fucking young life, bro.
He got 7 months until his birthday, and then he out.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can't wait, he can emancipate himself too, though. Mm-hmm. I remember niggas doing that shit.
Start doing jinkum. That's the best shit for your ass. Do some shit they can't get mad at you for, man. Like, you gotta start doing jinkum or some shit, man. But for the most part, man, you still a kid, bro. Your brain ain't even developed yet to be able to handle shit like that, man. So just, man, grow up first, man. You know, you can do a lot of cool shit. Motherfuckers, I wish I had all the shit y'all had at 17. Y'all motherfuckers could just meet a bitch online we had to actually go places.
Yeah.
And you be scared to talk to a girl. Then you had to give them your phone number. They got to call you. Your mama can pick up the phone. Like, yeah, that shit is embarrassing, man. Now y'all got DMs and shit. Y'all hit, but you got so much shit you could be doing than sitting around smoking weed and drinking, bro. That shit is not, I mean, it's not the move for your age, man. So, yeah, man, just leave that shit alone, man. You don't smoke weed doing nothing?
I don't smoke no weed. I don't like that shit.
It's been hard for me, man. I just not got to, what? I think it's about to be 2 months.
Since you smoke weed?
Yeah, man.
That shit make you paranoid. That shit don't make you paranoid?
I mean, I've been smoking weed since I was like 13.
Oh, okay.
But I would say I was smoking weed like just dibbling and dabbling with it. But I started smoking weed like every day of my life at 18.
Yeah.
And I'm telling this motherfucker, and that's, like I say, we was smoking the bullshit when I really think about it. And that shit, nigga, I was just sitting in the house doing nothing all day. Like, just sitting around smoking, not even doing shit.
Like,
you know?
Like I had a weed pen. Like I actually just recently hit a weed pen, and then I fell asleep, and then I didn't want to get up in the morning. I was just lazy in the morning. I didn't like that shit. I was like, damn, I can't even move.
Like this new weed is just, this shit is crazy, man. Like, you know, and it's just, I mean, especially, I mean, if I grew up in LA, it probably would have been a lot different too.
Yeah.
Because the weed out there was just, I remember my first time going out there, like I was going out to LA on some music shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wasn't used to smoking that LA weed. And I'd be in the studio and shit, and I'd just go to sleep, eat some shit, eat a burrito. Get like, this motherfucker don't work. You don't do shit. Like, man, you gonna make a song? And then I wake up, make a song and shit, smoke some weed, pass right back out. Like, I could not handle that shit, man. So, yeah, man, you ain't ready yet, man. That's all it is. They trying to save your life, bro. So just take their advice, man. It's your parents. They not doing that shit because they hating on you. They doing it out of love, man. So chill out, man. You need to handle yourself. All right. We'll hop into some white people shit.
White people shit.
I love white people shit, man. All right. Next up, we got UK rap. What up, Danny B and the B-Boys? Would you consider UK rap white people shit? Peace and love from Providence. Evan. Fuck no, UK rap ain't no fucking white people shit. Hell no. I will say one of my favorite white rappers is a UK rapper, which is Mike Skinner. Shouts out Mike Skinner to the streets. But no, you ever listen to that UK drill? Them motherfuckers stabbing motherfuckers with masks on and shit like that, man.
But don't they got that accent that kind of like throw you off a little bit?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to see, but a lot of that shit come from like, you got to think it's a lot of like, I want to say like, you know, like a lot of African culture, like Jamaicans and shit too.
Right.
So when you mix that shit with that accent, it gives it like a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like Dizzy, everybody know me, man. Y'all know Dizzy Rascal is one of my like biggest influences on me in my life. So, and rap music and shit. So I won't say it's not at all, man. I mean, and I hate, and I can see why a lot of people would think that, especially because it comes from like, you know, a dance music culture. Yeah. And that whole shit of like, you know, I mean, with the jungle, drum and bass, or even with techno or some shit. But most of that shit was created by niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just white people adopted that shit, and then, you know, they took it to the next level, you know, with playing these big-ass EDM festivals and shit like that. But most of that dance music shit, that's our shit. Like house and all that shit, that's our shit.
Yeah. Who's the illest UK rapper? I know, I mean, who's that dude that Drake be having on this shit? Baka? Like, that's all. That's the only
I would
UK
say
nigga I know.
The illest one, I mean, that take it, that could be more like, you know, some, you know, me, I go deep with
Is there
shit.
a popular one?
I would say Skepta. Skepta's probably like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably like the one, you know what I'm saying? I would say Skepta. But I like the whole, you know, his brother, JME, the whole boy better know, all that shit, man. I even go deep with, like, I'm going to go back to the old school, like Roll Deep and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wiley and, you know, but I would say I was more so into the grime shit than I am the UK drill shit. But, you know, that's one thing I do love about UK. They always push forward with their music and shit. Yeah. Like, you know, we kind of like stand still and some shit. They shit always morph into some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know what it is about like UK. I mean, I'm so fucking uncultured there. I'm like Tim Westwood. Like that's all I know.
Tim Westwood. That's
all I know.
But yeah,
something about people with accents be like throwing me off. Like,
yeah, I know. That's the thing too. That's a big deal, and it's kind of hard. I mean, and then it's the different slangs and shit. A lot of shit you don't understand that they saying, man. You ever watch Top Boy?
No.
Top Boy on Netflix? It's amazing, man. That's like, I think once you watch Top Boy, and then you really just see like the culture and how motherfuckers living out there and shit like that. Yeah, Top Boy. Shouts out Kano. Kano is one of the illest rappers. And then me, I go so bad. I used to watch Lord of the Mics. Like that was my shit. I used to, the UK battle rap shit. I used to watch that shit, man. I love that shit, man. Fucking Scrappy and D, all that shit.
Did you ever battle rap?
I see, that's the thing. I used to go to open mics and shit, but I never really was good at battle rap. I love it like a motherfucker though. I mean, just Come on, who don't want to watch two black men insult each other in rhythmic patterns? You know what I'm saying? For 30 minutes straight. But no, man. I mean, this
Poetry with a gun.
Bro, that shit worse. You might as well whoop my ass, man. I'd rather take an ass whoop than a nigga bust my ass in the battle rap, man, to be honest, man. But nah, man, battle rapping, that shit too hard, man. You gotta fucking remember. And then they be having shit now, they be having like 3-minute rounds.
Damn.
Can you imagine learning to fucking rap for 3 minutes? Like, man, a verse is like 30 seconds, 40 seconds max. You know what I'm saying? Imagine sitting there having to study this fucking 3-minute rap and have it. So that means that's like damn near 10 minutes worth of raps in your head. And ain't no telling what he gonna say. So then you gonna have to rebuttal shit. So you gotta throw some freestyle in there to answer shit and this and that, man.
That's stressful.
It's stressful than a motherfucker. I'm actually, like I said, I think we was talking about it last episode. I'm actually happy, man. They actually making a lot of money doing that shit now, man, because they deserve it, man. The work that they put in, you know what I'm saying?
Because I heard them like maybe like a few years ago, maybe like 5-10 years ago, them niggas wasn't getting money like that, no? Like,
I mean, yeah, no,
what about on
definitely
Smack
wasn't.
and all that
yeah,
shit?
Yeah, definitely wasn't. But now it's like, man, I want to see it to the point where it's like a big as just like boxing or MMA or some shit like that.
I remember going to a battle rap in LA and them niggas they didn't let the event go because the rappers didn't get paid. So they was like, "No, I ain't about to fucking rap." I was like, everybody was like, "All right, well, this event's canceled." Like, what?
Yeah. Now they be getting like, I think a couple battlers and be getting like 100,000.
What?
100,000 to
Like
battle.
Murder Mook or something?
50, I think Loaded Lux probably got like 100,000. Yeah. Or I mean, don't get me the line. I don't know, but at least 50 to 100, some shit like that. They getting crazy
cool.
bags off the shit like that.
But his kids do college.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I guess I would memorize a 9-minute rap for 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just like anything else. You're gonna have to, because they be knowing they got the battle for like 3 months or something.
Yeah.
The shit is, you got to prepare for that shit. But that's, I think more time will fuck me up too. Because then now you sitting around, keep writing this rap. You're gonna be like, damn, is it good enough? I don't know what this motherfucker about to come with. And this and that. You was hosting some comedy battle shit, wasn't you?
Roast battle. Yeah, roast battle. Yeah. But that's different. That's like one line, 2 lines or whatever. That shit was stressful though too.
Yeah, because I feel like
It's like battle rap. You go like, well, what that nigga gonna say about me? Then you gotta tear yourself apart. But like, well, I do got some big ass lips. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. Like
shit, how you go home feeling different about yourself?
Yeah,
like, damn.
like
Can you imagine? I know a motherfucker done drove home from a roast battle and cried in the car. Like, damn. Just thinking like that motherfucker said that. Like, man, that shit fucked up. I ain't never.
he was probably thinking that shit the whole time.
And on that, I think, and the women are be the most crucial with that shit too, man.
Oh yeah. Women are mean as fuck.
Dog.
Cause they catty and they
Bitch show up on her period, man, hit you with some shit. Like, damn, bitch, that shit in my soul, man. I don't really.
Yeah, they
man.
meaner than the dudes for sure.
But yeah, I feel like it's even like a comedy roast battle. I feel like you can come up with some jokes and shit like that, and then something don't hit, and then it's like you gotta. I don't know, man. It's like
That shit's that's why I stopped like actually battling, because I was like, man, I don't want to think about this nigga for 2 weeks, and then I start thinking about myself. What if he say this? Then you start thinking about shit that people don't even fucking think about or whatever. Like, damn, like, what did that nigga bring up the fact that when you was 9 or whatever? Like, you don't know, because one time, nigga, I swear to God, nigga, one time, like, a chick dug so deep in my past, she was like, nigga, you was in she said, nigga, you was in the orphanage. And I was like, hey, bitch, I was 9.
Like motherfuckers getting personal and shit, man. Like yeah, man. Roast battles is crazy though. All right, next up we got wine tastings. Hey Danny, your podcast is funny as fuck. Wine tastings are some white people shit. Sipping expensive booze just to spit it out. You don't even get a buzz. What the fuck? Much love, Jared from Canada. I will say wine tasting is some white people shit, but that don't mean it ain't no fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never been to a wine tasting before, but I would actually love to. I mean, I can't drink no more, so I mean, I don't think I can really fuck with it now. But
I wanna go to one.
I think that's a vibe.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in the hood, they got painting sips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be going up there, bitches. See, man, you gotta watch your bitches go to them painting sips, man. Them bitches be going up there, motherfuckers be coming out with the long dongs and shit. They sitting there painting naked niggas and shit, getting drunk off that wine before you know it. They getting freaky up in that motherfuckers. So yeah, man. No, I think, but see, that's some fly shit, man. I actually, I never been into wine. Like we were just saying, like,
when I don't want to do no alcohol, I'll do like some white wine or some shit.
But I actually have had like you know when they match wines up with like certain meals.
Yeah.
And that shit hit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got to drink this wine with this and this and that. I've actually done that before, and that shit was fire as fuck. But just wine, man. The only thing wine always left like a bad taste. Like, cause I remember growing up, you always just see like the one motherfucker that sleep on the corner or some shit, like at a vacant house. They be like, he a wino.
Oh yeah,
Because them motherfuckers was drinking like
yeah.
Mad Dog 2020 and shit like that. They drinking Cisco. So that was like wino. So growing up, wine always was like, man, that's like the worst of the worst kind of shit. You know, I didn't know wine was like some real fly shit until I like, you know, got in my 20s and shit and hanging out in New York. And motherfuckers are drinking, you know.
And hold the glass like this. Nigga, I always want to be in a joint where I hold the glass like this.
I think wine tasting is some fly shit. Like any elegant, like, you know, I mean, that shit exists.
And they be having cheeses to go with it, and there's different kind of cheeses
Now
and
that's
all
what
that
fucked
shit.
me up. Now I ain't know you can just eat like a little cube of cheese, man, and it'd be like damn near eating a whole meal sometimes. Like that shit fire as fuck, man. But
different
nah,
cheeses.
man. Wine tasting is I'm gonna definitely say I'm gonna definitely go with fucking wine tasting. So
It's white, but it's tight.
yeah, man, it's a lot of fly shit. Like, say, a lot of people always think I be doing the white people shit. I be kind of like joking on white people and shit like that. I mean, they send the shit in, but no, man, it's just I always be trying to just, you know, show like the difference of the cultures and shit like that. But it's a lot of shit like people be closed minded to shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even just with the way you dress or something like that, be like that's some white people shit. Like even like Cuz was talking about like, you know, motherfuckers pressing him for wearing Jordans in the hood and shit like that. I mean, you know, it's just everything is everything, man. It's all about you.
Do you care when white people wear braids and shit?
That shit is a little weird. That shit is a little weird.
You know who fucked it up though? Is that remember when J-Lo wore them braids and everybody got mad at her?
But J-Lo got a fat ass though, so it's like, man, when them bitches got them braids to the back with a fat ass, it kind of match, man. So they can kind of do that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got a fat ass, you can kind of rock the braids to the back and shit.
But hippie bitches, when they do it, that shit look fly though too. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, and I do get a little weird, like when you see white people with dreadlocks.
Hey, but what if it's like a hippie bitch with dreadlocks?
I mean, that's the toe ring bitches. You know, that's 3 whole gangs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but they be crazy though.
But black people, we go crazy over that shit. But what about when Coolio is wearing pigtails? That's white people shit. Pigtails is a white people hairstyle.
I used to have a motherfucking emo cut, like the motherfucker swoop to the side.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I definitely can't talk, but that was my whole shit. That was my whole point. Like, I don't think, man, this shit, motherfuckers need to just erase that whole race shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you.
I don't know, nigga. Them individuals is weird though. But I don't mind the cornrows, but I don't like them individuals right there on there.
I'm not hating on it. If a white bitch want to sit down for 50 hours and get some Tazillions, man, she put the work in and be able to rock them bitches, man. Because I know that shit take forever, man. So if they want to go ahead and put their work in and do that shit, man, I'm not tripping on that shit, man. You been watching the playoffs? You don't fuck with basketball?
Nah, I mean, I stopped watching after the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
The Lakers, man, fuck.
that bad motherfucking white boy Joker, man.
Man, he used to call him Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joker, a bad motherfucker, man. I've been I mean, obviously, man, you know these motherfuckers know I live like a nigga with no job. I mean, I guess I don't really have a job being a rapper, so I just sit around and play 2K all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, since the playoffs been back, I done started another motherfucking my career. I done made a new.
So
nigga.
who left? The Heat and the Nuggets? That's going to the
No,
finals?
Boston won last night. Well, when this come out, it's gonna be, you know, probably gonna be the Heat and the Nuggets. But yeah, Boston, they lived another day to survive.
I got mad that the Lakers put out Golden State and then they lost the next. That shit just, it's like, that shit made me feel bad.
I really thought. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of happy about it.
Why?
Because you know how they always joking about how all sports is fake and they all got scripts and shit. That's like the new whole conspiracy theory now.
Yeah.
And I just knew it. Like, nah, if the Lakers and the Celtics end up in the finals, then yeah, that shit real.
Yeah, The Simpsons wrote that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a real script. Because of course the NBA would want the fucking Lakers and the Celtics to be in the finals, man. That shit gonna make them so
Nostalgia
much
shit.
money. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they gonna drop whole documentaries about that shit. You gonna see Magic and Bird at the games. It shit would have been lit. It would have been lit. But you know, seeing that fucking Joker slowed in the motherfucker too, man.
Is LeBron not going to get a 5th ring ever again? And I mean, like,
Nah. Nah. I don't think that's happening, man. I don't think that's happening.
damn.
So yeah, man. For the most part, yeah. So I've been back in you play video games and shit?
Nah, but what?
I was saying, man, no. I mean,
Actually, I did just get but it's like old school games on it. I got one of the little sticks where it's like 10,000 Nintendo games on that shit. Garbage.
yeah.
Cause like it's like it don't. like the graphics or whatever. They got so many because they tried to merge Sega, Super NES, and Atari and shit into one stick or whatever.
Like emulator kind of shit.
Yeah, and then you put that shit in, but like the ones like on Dreamcast, like the games on that shit don't fucking work good. You gotta just play the Nintendo games.
I think them be bootleg games. They don't even be the real ones and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just be bootleg and they just made them bitches up themselves and you play them shit like, hold up, I don't remember this shit being like this.
That shit like South Park characters like fucking taking.
A lot of things with those old games, man, like, you know, we grew up and we was playing them and shit and that shit was dope then you go back and try to play them shit, you be like, man, this shit is horrible. This shit hard than a motherfucker too, man. Like, man, like this the type of shit we used to have to deal with, man.
Yep.
No, I've been back. I've like I said, I've been playing 2K like crazy. I've started back playing Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's just me in my emo phase, I guess, man. Started back playing Devil May Cry and shit. But for the most part, man, video games, I mean, I'm just excited. I mean, we about to get a new Street Fighter. We about to get a new Mortal Kombat.
And they said GTA, they said you could actually fuck the strippers now.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
I always thought you can fuck the strippers, though.
You can fuck the prostitutes.
Yeah. And it's like, ooh.
But not, yeah.
That was always kind of weird to me. What they saying, you're going to be able to see it now?
I don't know.
I mean, because, you know.
They like, fuck the missions. I'm like,
you know, because fuck the missions. If I can fuck strippers, that's going to be your whole goal, to go out in the streets and get money so you can fuck a stripper, man. So, nah, man. All right, man. We about to be up out of here in a minute, man.
Yeah, these games getting crazy.
See, look, porn sites coming up and shit. That's fucked up, man. Don't click that shit. Why'd you do it? What you doing, man?
Yeah, that shit.
I mean, you could fucking Cyberpunk. I mean, they had one scene where you fucked, and that shit was kind of dope. Actually, Cyberpunk is about to get a DLC, which I'm very excited about. So I guess, I mean, I never 100%ed Cyberpunk.
Hey, I know NFL players do like steroids and all that shit. Do NBA players do them?
I mean, they smoking weed now, which I feel like that's definitely changed the whole landscape of how the game is played now. These motherfuckers be high as hell on the bench. Especially, I mean, a nigga like the 10th, 12th man on the bench, man, you got to be lovely, man. You got to go, you get to smoke, go to the game, you don't get to play. It's almost like you got free courtside tickets, man. I mean, I guess practice is a little hard, but fuck it, man. You a hooper anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? You get paid to just fucking go to the games and smoke weed all day. I just like the whole Ja Morant shit, man. They keep trying to blame rap music on it. But
toting that gun.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of cool. Nigga, that's the only thing Iverson didn't do.
Iverson, yeah, but the difference was it wasn't no social media back then, though. Ain't no telling the type of shit Iverson would have been doing.
Oh, he would have made the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, man, Iverson played for the Pistons, and he used to be at the casino a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, that was his shit, gambling. Yeah. And I remember one time I went to a casino, this motherfucker was in there. He had his fucking legs kicked up with his shoes off, getting his hair braided at the motherfucking blackjack table. I'm like, is this not the most nigga shit I ever seen in my life? Yeah. He had the motherfucking white people in that bitch pissed. I'm like, man, let the nigga get his hair braided, man. What the fuck y'all tripping on, man? And they had to let him do his thing, man. But yeah, even just with gambling in the sports, I feel like that's fucked a lot of shit up too, man. Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't even fans of the actual game no more. They actually just, they doing their gambling like, your motherfucking team won, but this motherfucker ain't hit a few free throws. Now you pissed. You done fucked my whole shit up, man. You supposed to make them free throws. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So fuck that shit, man. All right, man. We'll get up out this motherfucker, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yo, man, thank you for having me, bro.
Anytime you want to come back, man. You got some shit you want to plug?
Yeah, man, go watch my special, Rod Luther King Jr. on YouTube. It's a nominee for Best Underground Film at Cannes.
Oh, it's out now?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh shit, I ain't know.
Yeah, and watch me, This Fool on Hulu. Yep.
How long you about to be in Austin?
To the 11th.
Oh shit, we definitely got to link up
I'm here for a minute.
Hell yeah, brother. We definitely gonna link up on some shit. I can't drink and shit, so
it's all good. I can have a good time. Just talk shit.
All right, man. Thank y'all motherfuckers, man. We out, man. Peace, man.